He has to continue to do the job and distribute the ball to his wide receivers as well as his backs and tight ends. Keep the Colt defense guessing. Jerry Rice, so far 21 receptions, 3 touchdowns. He's doing things in this offense he hasn't done in 5 years, getting up the field. And Tim Brown, he also has 21 receptions and 1 TD. Tim Brown is the guy that's had to make the sacrifices and make room for Jerry Rice.
Brown and Rice, who have started 383 games. It isn't fair.
Now they have 4 wideouts in there, and Gannon is back to throw. 4-man rush under a little pressure. Dumps it off to Garner. And Charlie Garner all the way up to the 39-yard line. Gannon changing the play as the Colts show blitz. Gannon out in the flat. And Garner pushed out of bounds. Never had a chance. Jeff Burris was right there.
11th against the pass because they're 29th against the rush.
Exactly. 2nd and 11. Wheatley is in as the single setback. Gannon to throw. Had some pressure. Goes to Jerry Porter. Porter reaches the 45. Brought down by Burris and Macklin. Garner's out as a wide receiver. Rice is in the slot left. Pressure on Gannon. Throws underneath Tim Brown. To the 35. First down, Oakland.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. You want to talk about the most unfair pass coverage the world has ever known? Chad Bratsky, number 92, defensive end, is covering Brown. Now, you figure this one out. I know that this is a zone blitz, but look at number 92. This is a defensive end.
He's not covering him.
I know he's not covering him. Trust me, he wasn't.
He's sort of in the area where Brown was passing through and didn't have a ticket for the bus.
Hey, that's a moral victory. He was in the area.
Wow.
2nd and 7. Randy Jordan, number 28, is in for the first time. Gannon pressure. He's so good at this. Cota takes him down at the 16. A multiple formation offense. Nice play fake by Gannon under pressure. And throws it away.
Well, Mike, we've already seen it in the first series in the beginning of this one. Rich Gannon telling us this is the best set of weapons he's ever had. And as for getting the ball to Tim Brown and Jerry Rice, he said that they do have creative ways to get lots of different plays in for both of them. He said it could get a little uncomfortable on the sideline after the first quarter if one of them hasn't gotten the ball yet. Right now, that's Jerry.
A little balancing act he's got to go through here. Jerry Porter checks in as a 3rd wide receiver. Pressure coming. Gannon hangs in a pocket. And Brown takes it up to the 32. Ritchie and Wheatley are now the backs behind Gannon. A lot of time. Now Gannon flush from the pocket. And tripped up as he got to the 34. Susie Colbert, this is certainly a veteran offense that the Raiders have.
Well, let's see. With Brown, Rice, Gannon, Wisniewski, it's not a surprise. They're the oldest unit in the NFL. Tonight's starting lineup, 94 years of experience. So during the bye week, Jim Mara had a little time. He calculated that against his defense. 7 guys, 3 years experience or less than 45 years of experience. The buzzards aren't flying around the Raiders yet.
What did John Gruden start calling Jerry Rice? He called him Red Grange. Gannon short set. That one is knocked away at the last moment by Macklin. Gannon with time. Rice has this one. And taken by Burris.
You see that total yards exactly the same. 17 plays for the Raiders. Time of possession in their favor.
Did you ever think you would say the Raiders don't have that big play capability?
No, but it's a fact.
Now Gannon trying to make us liars and going deep, and does. Tim Brown makes the catch over Burris.
See, I just had to say it.
I know. I'm going to tell you what, folks. You just have to watch it. You have to watch where the ball is put. Burris doesn't have a chance on this play because watch Brown. Just watch where they put the ball. I'm saying no more.
It's good coverage. I mean, it really is excellent coverage. Jeff Burris is right there. His hand almost swats the ball away, but it's a perfectly thrown pass by Rich Gannon. That's why he's completing 67% of his passing.
Porter is in as the 3rd wide receiver in the slot. Gannon with protection, now flushed. And throws intended for Brown off the mark. So far, Rich Gannon with a slight statistical edge against Peyton Manning in their battle tonight, and the Raiders with a slight 6-3 edge on the scoreboard. Gannon with plenty of time, throws underneath to Brown, came all the way across the formation.
It really helps the quarterback focus on where he wants to throw the football.
2nd and 8. Gannon steps up, intended for Brown, and knocked away by Bashir. 3rd and long, Randy Jordan checks in. Blitz coming. Incomplete. Rice couldn't hold it. Burris was right on his back. 3rd and 18. Gannon sidearms one, and Brown and Rice, with one more step, would have collided head-on at midfield. He's my hero now. Gannon with all day to throw, and then tosses it out of bounds. 4-man rush. Gannon wants to unload, instead goes shorter. Brown makes the catch to 43, immediately signals timeout with 8 seconds on the clock. See what Gannon decides to do. 3-man rush. Out in the flat to Jordan, bobbled it and got out of bounds near the 41-yard line. So now they'll have to go to Janikowski. Glad you could join us on Sunday night from Indianapolis. Gannon, excellent protection, throws to Jerry Rice, out of bounds at the Indianapolis 34-yard line. Gannon fired that one in and out, incomplete.
Do you kick a 50-yard field goal? Because that's about what it's going to be.
The crowd on its feet. Gannon for the end zone. Caught at the 1, out of bounds at the 1-inch line, Timmy Brown.
Well, you talk about confidence. 3rd and long, and what do you call? It's really not a featured part of their offense. You've got Tim Brown matched up against Thomas Smith. He makes a little quick move inside. Smith tries to cut him off and then just loses the ball. But Tim Brown doesn't. Watch the concentration by Tim Brown. Look at it. What a perfect throw again.
Beautiful throw by Richie Gannon.
That's what Gruden expects.
Raiders lead at 20-9 with 8:48 to go. 3rd quarter from Indianapolis. Oakland has the ball back at its own 19. Gannon short set. Nowhere to go. Then throws deep sideline. Incomplete. For more on Richie Gannon, let's go down to Susie.
Well, it's been a long journey to Pro Bowl MVP for Rich Gannon. It includes 5 different teams. He was a middle-round draft choice out of the University of Delaware. Drafted by New England, Raymond Berry wanted him to play DB. He said no way, and 6 days later, he was traded to the Vikes. Well, it was a long road, but he finally found his coaching soulmate with John Gruden. Both of them have that same work ethic, and it has worked.
And Susie, it's not like he didn't warn them in advance. He said he was going to be a quarterback somewhere. And he was right. Took a long time. Gannon scrambling. Slides in safely at the 29. Now, because he slid, they will mark the ball at the spot where he started to slide, and he may be short of the first down.
Or was that Corey Bird that came in, number 41, and almost took his head off?
Now, we had Jeff Garcia last Sunday night. Jeff Garcia refuses to slide. Very seldom will you ever see Rich Gannon go head first. This is a case where if he goes in head first, and if it's on grass, he might, he'll slide down. He looks over to see where the first down marker is and thinks he might have picked it up.
This is such a subjective call by the official marking the ball as well. Gannon deep drop this time. Wheatley in the flat couldn't hold the ball. Burris was there anyway. Gannon back to throw against the blitz. Throws to Richie. He can't hold it because Peterson was right there with him. Charlie Garner in at running back. Richie in front of him. Gannon to throw. Dumps it off to Garner. Nice job by Burris to come up quickly from the secondary and make the tackle. The 49ers would have loved to have kept him. They simply couldn't afford it. Blitz coming. Gannon for Rice, incomplete. Burris had him blanketed. 2nd and 10. Gannon dumps it to Wheatley, and he dropped it. 3rd and 10. They're on their feet at the RCA Dome. Pressure on Gannon. Taken out of bounds.
Boy, they almost
a smart
threw a
play
flag.
by Peterson. Peterson had a chance to sling Richie Gannon, and at the last minute took his hands off his jersey. That is an intelligent play. Raiders 20, Colts 18. Gannon in the flat to Garner. And he's pushed out of bounds by Marcus Washington. 3rd and 4. Gannon to Tim Brown, 1st down for the All-Pro. 7 catches, 144 yards. Look at the average, over 20 yards a catch. Gannon back to work. He wants it all for Brown. And great coverage by Burris. Gannon short set, throws to Jerry Rice. 1st down at the Colt 49. Now, if you take those two guys out with a couple of 100 Pro Bowls between them, you think they're going to run the ball on that play?
Yeah.
I do. Gannon with time and completes this one over the middle. That's his tight end, Roland Williams, the first catch he's made tonight.
Jerry Rice just making big plays down in the stretch. Tim Brown, the same thing.
But this is big time for the Raiders. This is the first contender they have beaten this year. They had beaten Kansas City, Seattle, and Dallas. They lost to Miami, the only contender they played. They lost that one by 3, but not tonight. The final score, Oakland 23, Indianapolis 18.